अपना सारा सनम हो, जीवन अपना सारा सनम। प्यार बहुत करते हैं तुमसे, इश्क है तू हमारा।
Good afternoon, cricket lovers, and welcome to another late.
Good evening, ladies and gentlemen, and a very warm welcome to the fan code A10 Bash 2023. We are live from Eden Garden Stadium in Ajman. It's match number 19 that is about to start in a few moments from now. It's going to be Ajman Heroes taking on Elite Fleet Car Rental. Both these teams are coming on the back of wins yesterday, and they definitely want to continue that winning momentum. 3 matches lined up for you today, as always. Match number 19 is Ajman Heroes taking on Elite Fleet. Match number 20 is going to be Z Games taking on Future Mattress. And match number 21 is going to be Prim Heights Transport taking on Defender Vision Sport Management. So 3 matches. First up, let's find out how these 3 matches and where these 3 matches are going to be played. We've got Ahmed Khwaja out there giving us the analysis and the story of the pitch.
Good afternoon, cricket lovers, and welcome to another late afternoon here at the Eden Garden Stadium in Ajman for yet another day of the fan code A10 Bash 2023. 3 matches today, and we're going to kick off with a brilliant one. Ajman Heroes taking on Elite Fleet Car Rental. So let's take a look at the pitch. Once again, it's the same pitch that was used yesterday. Very flat looking track, no live grass on it, nothing to really aid the bowlers, but it is a used wicket. So what does that mean? It's going to get lower, it's going to get slower. So my advice to the captains would be on the safe side, look to chase even in the early afternoon. Win the toss, bat second, and of course the dew will come in as well. That will make things very difficult for the bowling side in the second innings. So my advice, win the toss, bowl first, and look to win.
Thank you, Ahmed. So he thinks that captains should be bowling first after winning the toss. Well, it has been a very, very interesting few days of cricket, and let's quickly look at the points table and how teams are ranked in this points table. First up, it's Ajman Heroes right at the top. If you see the first 5 teams, the top 5 teams are all tied at 6 points. It's just that the net run rate of Ajman Heroes is way better than the other teams. So quickly giving you a sneak peek of what is about to come. It's going to be a close-fought contest between the top 5. The bottom 3, in fact, are struggling a bit, and that struggle continues for Prim Heights, Z Games, and Defenders. So, interesting passage of play yet to come. Let's quickly head down to the centre where we've got Ahmed Khwaja with the 2 captains for the toss.
Thank you, Combs. Well, it's time for the all-important toss of match number 19 of the fan code A10 Bash 2023. To my left are the 2 most important people in the side. The captains leading Ajman Heroes, we have Adnan Nawabul Mulk. Leading Elite Fleet Car Rentals, we have the superstar Yasir Kaleem. And of course, our match referee, Mr. Iftikhar Ali, looking very sharp. I love that green shirt. Meanwhile, it's going to be Ajman Heroes to flip the coin. Heads is the call. It has come down as tails. So who has won the toss? Ajman Heroes have won a toss. What have you decided, Adnan Mulk?
We look to ball first.
And taking a look at the wicket, what do you think is a safe target to chase in the second innings?
Well, anything lower than 110. That's what we'll look forward. As with last previous match as well, that's how much we stopped them and we chased it comfortably. So we look like do the same thing this time as well.
And talking about the last game, Rahul Chopra and Mohammad Ajmal, what an outstanding partnership that was. That must have been fun to watch from the dugout.
Oh yeah, that both are outstanding players. We have a lot of confidence when they go into bat as well. We know that they can finish the game if they stay in the wicket, and that's and not only those 2, we have a lot of batting lineup as well, backup. So we just look to do our best this game as well.
Any changes to the playing 11?
Ajmal is out, Jeevan is in.
Best of luck for the game.
Thank you so much.
Yasir Kaleem, let's have a quick chat. Unfortunately, lost the toss this afternoon. If you had won it, what would you have done?
I would have also batted first on this wicket. We have been batting well and saving the, defending targets well. So it's a good toss to lose. I think this is the 6th game for us, and this is the 6th loss for the toss for me, and it's been doing good for me.
Well, let's talk about last night's game, coming off a player of the match performance. You're playing back-to-back matches here. Is it physically taxing, or are the players used to it by now?
No, it's a 10 overs game. It's not, it's not very hard on the body. The thing is coming directly from the office, from work, and then coming on to play cricket. This is little, it's very, and you don't have the complete 11 players at the toss as well, so you cannot decide what to do, and cannot have the discussion. But this is the life here in UAE. You have to balance your work and cricket the same way.
Any changes to the playing 11?
Yes, Luqman comes in, and we have the ambidextrous Harsh Desai also playing today. So these are two changes in our team.
Wonderful. Best of luck for the game, Yasir.
Thank you so much.
Right then, news from the center is that the heroes, Ajman heroes, have won the toss and they've elected to bowl first.
So Ajman Heroes have elected to bowl first. That's the playing 11 for both the sides. Elite Fleet Car Rental. We've got Ali Anwar, Harry Barwal, Harsh Desai, Hazrat Luqman gets a game. Mayank Chaudhary, Mujahid Amin comes back into the playing 11. Sandeep Singh, Sapandeep Singh, Shahzeb Mahmood, Vikum Sanjaya and Yasir Kaleem. And to talk more about Ajman Heroes, I've been joined by another hero in the com box. It's none other than Faizan Khan.
Sounded like sarcasm.
No, I meant it.
Adnan al-Mulk is the captain of the side along with that superstar left-arm bowler Ankur Sangwan. There's Isam Mutiur Rab as well in the side today. Faisal Beg, Harshit Kaushik is another very good cricketer. Jeevan comes into the side today instead of Ajmal. Khalid Shah is in supreme form. He's raining runs in this tournament. Mohammad Farazuddin is also a part of this side. He's been very good with the ball. Slow off the ranks with the bat. Today would be another big day for him. There's Mohammad Samir, Mohammad Usman and Rahul Chopra. Rahul Chopra made some very good runs yesterday. So it looks like a very balanced side and they're sitting pretty on top as well with 3 victories in just 4 games. The only team that has played 4 games and has 3 victories to their name.
Oh yes, the Ajman Heroes have played consistently well and that is why they are at the top. And also they've won comfortable games and hence the net run rate is a very strong net run rate of 3 point something. So clearly they are way ahead in terms of the net run rate compared to the other teams. Another change this time in the batting lineup. Yesterday we saw Mayank Chaudhary opening the proceedings for Elite Fleet with Yasir Kaleem. Today we've got Shahzeb. So not sticking around with one playing or opening pair, so to speak.
Well, yeah, Mayank opened really well yesterday. In fact, scored 40 odd runs. The score was on 108 when they lost their first wicket. And that was the biggest opening partnership in this tournament. I don't know why the change. Maybe the middle order is a little weak, so they want to strengthen that. That might just be the reason why. Yasir Kaleem has been amongst runs, average of 32, very good in a T10 game. And yesterday, he scored a 50 as well. Was given out leg before the wicket, was not really pleased about it. Nonetheless, Samir is going to open the proceedings for the Ajman side. 4 matches, 3 wickets, economy of 10.5, average 24.6, mixed bag of a tournament for him. Shoaib.
Yeah, very decent and has got the potential to get early wickets but hasn't been able to do that. Maybe would want to change that today. We're just moments away from the first ball being bowled here. Deep third is in place and I think there's going to be a deep square leg looking at the field. Let's play, says the umpire Umar Farooq. First ball, it's going to be Shahzeb to face Samir.
Oh, nicely bowled. Good curve in the air. Almost a yorker there as well. Good ball to start the proceedings with. And nicely tackled away as well. Not from the middle of the bat, but still a single. That brings Yasir on strike. I'd love to see the change in field for Yasir. There needs to be a man, a little square on the offside boundary. You can rather bring this square leg up and get that man going on the boundary. You can get the third man and the final leg up inside the circle. So there's a square leg and there's a point fielder at the boundary. And that's a very good fielding position for someone like Yasir Kaleem when he comes into bat. Very good square of the wicket.
Oh, juicy full toss, driven, but there is protection in the deep. On the offside, as you expect for somebody like Yasir, that protection is needed. He does enjoy playing in that extra cover area.
Yeah, absolutely. And I think he was a little surprised with that full toss coming in because he was a little late on that shot. Had he hit it in front of square, it would have gone to the boundary. It was a juicy full toss outside the off stump. Not a great start for Samir, although he hasn't given away a boundary yet. It's just been 2 balls into the first over of the first game today. And this time, down the ground, nicely done. He was looking for that shot, hasn't timed it perfectly, still got enough legs to take it to the boundary for a 4.
Yes, Shazib, he does like to clear his front leg and just chipped it. Made sure he clears the mid-on fielder. A shuffle as well. Not perfectly timed, as you said. But timed enough to clear the fielder. And once the ball crosses the fielder in the 30-yard circle, it's always 4 runs. So good start. 6 in the first 3.
There you go. Clearing that front leg that Shoaib was talking about. And this time it's even bigger. It has come from the middle of the bat and takes it across the boundary. First 6 of the match.
That was in the slot from Samir, trying to go full, trying to get some movement in the air. He did get movement in the air, but that was very close to Shazib, and Shazib has done well. Powerful wrists, strong forearms, and has whipped it towards the mid-wicket for a maximum. So a 4 followed by a 6.
Our cameraman in that region, he has got a strong back, certainly. It hit him flush on the back. Then rub it. Taking inspiration from cricketers now. Oh, outside the off stump, shortish delivery. It flew off the bounce. It wasn't all that short. Look at the carry to the wicketkeeper. Well bowled, good comeback.
Now that's a much better length from Samir, and as you mentioned, the ball does take off at certain lengths. That was not a very short pitched delivery, but he's got some carry and bounce on that occasion. Another bowler who can do that is on your screens right now. Hazrat Luqman will enjoy bowling on this wicket if he does bowl in that area.
Oh, way outside the off stump. Wide given by the umpire here. Yeah, I agree. Luqman is one of those bowlers on a deck that supports fast bowlers. He's just unplayable sometimes. Has got a lot of pace. He has got the height to generate that bounce as well. So very good man to have in the side. That was a little too wide from Samir. The intent was right again, bowling back of the length. But a little inside towards that off stump would help him a lot.
I think he's bowling either too full or too short. Just that good length is where he needs to be bowling. That's where he'll get some movement as well and might extract a wicket. Much better, this one. Shazib scampers through for a single. 14 on the board after the first over.
All right, the presenting sponsors of this tournament, the first ever Ajman T10 Bash. It's brought to you by FanCode. You can watch the proceedings of the game on the FanCode channels in India. And brilliant facilities here. This Ajman T10 Bash is under the supervision of the Ajman Cricket Council. And they've done a lot of work on the ground as well. Eden Gardens, Ankur Sangwan comes into bowl the second over. It's nicely bowled first up. He's a brilliant bowler, no doubt about that. Gets some perches off the wicket as well. And again, that jump, that high arm action ensures it's never easy to play him out.
Yes, you're right. I think that jump is key for his bowling. Does get some extra bounce and turn. Hit on the pads. A direct hit, no. Only a single off the pads. Leg by signalled. Yes.
Yeah, decent start for Elite Fleet here. Yesterday, they made 118, I think, in the first innings. And the way they were going in the first 7 overs, I thought 140, 150 was on the cards. And then they started losing wickets. And that is where the problem lies. And possibly that is the reason why Mayank has been demoted down the order. This is nicely bowled. Again, that length, that bounce coming in from Sangwan, troubling Yasir Kaleem there.
Very well bowled, boy.
Now this is a very interesting contest. Ankur Sangwan versus Yasir Kaleem. Quicker, flatter, and the arm ball. There is protection. So he's bowling into his field, which is good to see.
Absolutely. I was just about to say that. There was a fielder at square leg in the last over. This time it's at mid-wicket, which is a very good ploy because he bowls just back of the length. If someone tries to use that length, again, beautifully bowled. Look at that. Trying to make some room, Shahzeb. Following the batter. Some drift in the air as well. Brilliant over this from Ankur Sangwan. He's given away just 2 off the bat here in this over in the first 5 deliveries.
A good over in progress. Can he finish off well? One more ball to go. Shot. It's in the air. Will land safely. Khalid trying to clean that up, but will only be a single in the end. So overall a good over. Just 3 runs off it. From the bat, 1 leg by as well. 2 overs bowled. It's 18 for no loss.
Right arm over.
So 2 overs gone. This is a decent start for Elite Fleet. Slow off the ranks, but decent start nonetheless because they haven't lost a wicket as in comes Jeevan Gangadharan to bowl the next over. He bowls at a good economy rate. Hasn't picked up a lot of wickets in this tournament yet. 4th match for him. Ajman heroes have come out and they have played like heroes in this tournament. In fact, coming in from the D10, where the Ajman team was lagging behind, they were looking out of sorts. But in this tournament, they're in rhythm and in flow as well. Talking about rhythm, nicely bowled by Jeevan. Big swing. And Yasir Kaleem is surprised that this was not given a wide. I think it was a good call from the umpire.
A good start. Yeah, and also you could see Yasir moved his front feet away from the ball, and that's why he was not able to reach the ball. An in-swinging delivery now from Jeevan would be ideal. Oh, this has been hit. Straight to the fielder. Khalid Shah drops it, and the ball through his hands reaches the ropes.
Yeah, it was like a tracer bullet hit straight at Khalid. It's like a missile coming at you. Should have been taken, frankly. But it was hit too hard, I think, and he was looking into the sun as well. And I think it was because of the power of the shot that he was going sideways to take that. Moreover, it has gone beyond the boundary ropes for a 4 here.
Yeah, I just feel that he got his eyes off the ball a little early because he didn't see the ball coming into the hands. He saw it at a certain moment in time and then just lost sight of it. And also in 2 minds whether to go for the Australian way or the conventional way. But I think that was a chance and should have been taken. By the standards that Khalid Shah has set for himself, that should have been a catch.
Absolutely, I totally agree. And I think he was better off taking it the Australian way in front of his chest rather than going sideways, because it makes it difficult to keep eyes on the ball. Jeevan nonetheless is unlucky. Yasir Kaleem survives outside the off-stump. This time it's going to be a wide, I'm sure. Yeah, Umar Farooq does some exercise on the ground. Widens his hands to give it a wide. Look at that once again. Yeah, that was definitely a wide. Again, he's getting consistent movement Sometimes in the air, sometimes off the wicket. Nicely bowled by Jeevan.
Just that length when he bowls closer to the stumps is a problem. Goes too full. Played towards the mid wicket and there is protection there. Adnan will cut it off. Only a single.
Another good over coming in for Jeevan here. Ironically, the bowler is called Jeevan and Yasir Kaleem got a Jeevan Dan in this over. It's 2.3 overs, 24 without loss. 6 runs off the over already. Jeevan has bowled better than those figures, frankly. Should have been taken. -4 runs and a wicket to his name. Not to be. And Khalid Shah, in the process, has injured himself as well. And this is another wide. Not able to control his line. Jeevan is getting consistent swing. He's just bowling it too wide outside the off stump here.
Yes, when he bowls outside or tries to bowl outside the off stump, that's when his length is better. When he tries to bowl on the stumps, he goes too full. This is the wicket again. The chance, in fact, from Khalid, beg your pardon, and it was dropped as just couldn't hold on to it. Moreover, it's gone all the way and he's injured, as you rightly mentioned. That's not good news for Ajman Heroes.
Just played down the ground once again. Full delivery this time. That is exactly what Shoaib was talking about. When he's bowling outside the off stump, the length is better. He pulls the length back just a little bit. But when he's bowling into the stumps, he bowls it a little too full, which is easy to get away. So, great calling from Shoaib. Well done.
Thank you, Faizan. Means a lot when it comes from you.
You're a bowler just like Jeevan is. You think like a bowler as well.
Well, that's much better. At least not a wide and not too full on the stumps. So somewhere in the middle, some progress for Jeevan. Decent over still. But has to bowl that one more ball. And I'm sure Yasir will be looking to hit that out of the park. Sandeep Singh yet to come. I don't think Mayank is playing today. He is. Okay, we'll have that checked in the playing 11. Meanwhile, a full toss towards the covers and will be a single. Good throw.
But that's poor running between the wickets as well. And this is the second time in 2 overs that they haven't run well. Nonetheless, it's 3 overs gone. It's a slow start for Elite Fleet. They are going at 9 runs per over, 27 without loss. Well, that's the app where you can carry us in your pockets. You can open the app and you can watch us anytime live from Ajman. T10 Bash Maiko. Download the app on iOS and Android as well, the Play Store. Watch it, earn it, own it. And you get some cash as well for downloading the app. A brilliant app. Everyone around us is watching us on this app itself. Maiko in Pakistan, in Middle East, for all your cricket content and other sports as well being covered on the app. Harshit Kaushik, another left-arm spinner coming into bowl here. Another very good bowler. 5 matches, 2 wickets. Economy a little on the higher side. That's off the bat. That's off the bat. You cannot appeal on this one. And Shahzeb trying to go for a run. Yasir Kaleem would have had his heart in his mouth because he was given leg before the wicket yesterday as well. Shoaib?
Yeah, that was clearly an edge, and you're right. He does, once you're given out in a certain manner, you're always hesitant the next time. Once bitten, twice shy. That's the case of Yasir Kaleem.
Yeah, he's not looking comfortable out there as well. 11 balls for his 9 runs. Shahzeb, oh, nicely played. In the gap, there's a fielder there. They have run 2 this time around. Well done. Well done, because it was an easy 2, but they have finally completed it.
Yeah, I think they learned from the previous mistake, not running in that previous over. They had a discussion, and Rahul Chopra is not happy with that effort.
And I think he was asking them to go Yasir Kaleem's way as well. So the throw was at the wrong end. And it would be a good idea. If I have to point out one weakness of this batter, it would possibly be running between the wickets. Another good ball. And another dot ball. Pressure building up on Elite Fleet. Something's got to give here, Shoaib.
Yes, I think this has been a good bowling performance from Ajman Heroes. They have done the right changes at the right time. Trying to hit the ball too hard. It's in the gap and will go all the way. So a much needed boundary in this over from Shahzeb, as that was played in the gap for 4.
Yeah, he's bisected the field beautifully. It was like a dissection. Absolutely beautifully, right in the middle of the two fielders. None had the chance to get there. And I think Samir was a little slow off the ranks. He could have gotten there, but he was slow. He was thinking maybe the other fielder was getting to it. Shahzeb is looking decent. 20 of 12. 7 runs of the over already. And again pulled away, this time straight to mid-wicket. There's a fielder there. And it's going to be only a single as Sangwan throws the ball back to Rahul Chopra. That concludes the over. 4 overs gone. Still a slow start for Elite Fleet. 35 without loss. Starts with a Yorker here, Usman. Nicely bowled. Shahzeb could just block it out here. Good start to the over for Usman as well. This is the 5th over. And Elite Fleet have been frankly notorious in this tournament for starting slow. In all the games that we've seen, they've generally started slowly. Yesterday, Yasir Kaleem was on song, Mayank was on song, and they were going at more than 11 runs and over for most of the innings. This is down the ground, not timed again, straight to hand. Jeevan the man. It'll only be a single. So Shahzeb is trying hard, but he isn't getting balls from the middle of the bat here. And Yasir Kaleem certainly looks like a different player altogether than yesterday. It's not even 24 hours, Shoaib, that he played the last game. He was looking majestic in that game. And today somehow he's on 9 of 11.
Yes, I think the credit has to go to the bowlers of Ajman Heroes. They've bowled well. They've not given away those deliveries that, oh, that's hit really nicely. That is a beautiful shot. Very well played. And some glimpses of Yasir Kaleem from his yesterday's performance.
Yeah, that was a good shot. That was very nimble on the feet, agile, moving quickly, and hitting it from the middle of the bat. It took like milliseconds to get there, and it was a slower delivery, mind you, so he read it well.
Nicely played. But overall, Ajman Heroes have bowled well. So that's a full toss, a bit late on that shot. Inside edge, and the ball will race away towards the backward square leg for 4. So back-to-back boundaries coming in. A full toss from Usman, and the result is 4 runs.
Yeah, they will take it with both hands. Yasir Kaleem didn't intend to hit it there. That's one of the safest shots in cricket, isn't it? Every time an inside edge goes to the boundary, pleases any batter, because that's free 4 runs for the batter here. Turning into a good over. This one, 9 of it already. Still a long way to go for Elite Fleet. 5.2 overs remaining after this. Slow ball outside the off stump, in the zone for Yasir Kaleem. You just cannot bowl him here. He's going to take you out of the park all day, all night.
Well, outside off and slicing it with a lot of power, Yasir Kaleem has hit that over extra cover. One of the most difficult shots to play. That is another slower delivery, but the execution was not right. Execution was perfect from Yasir Kaleem, hitting it over covers for 6.
He looks absolutely amazing, and that's 50 up for Elite Fleet. He looks absolutely amazing when he plays those shots on the offside, be it in the air or along the carpet. And now the bowler comes back and the leg stump is uprooted, trying to make room and going over extra cover once again. This was a much better delivery because it was just back of the length compared to the last delivery. An expensive over comes to an end. Look at that again. And some curve in the air as well, Shoaib. Nicely bowled. Good finish to the over.
A rash shot, I feel. It was a full delivery, not a bad delivery at all. Usman trying and targeting the stumps. But Yasir Kaleem, I think, just got carried away with those few hits and wanted to continue the momentum. In the process, has perished and will have to walk back. 23 of 15, 50 for 1. Another wicket. Back-to-back wickets and Elite Fleet. Well, their batting fleet is in trouble. It's Shahzeb, the other opener, who will have to walk back now. Harshit Kaushik strikes on the very first ball. 2 wickets. Consecutive deliveries. Making room. Risky shot. And now will have to walk back. So 50 for 2 now. As Shahzeb walks back. Time for a change in the com box as well. It's going to be Ahmed Khwaja and Mohammad Rashid.
Thank you very much, Shoaib Ahmed and Faizan Khan. So the fight pack is on here from Ajman Heroes. Harshit Kaushik producing a wicket with the first delivery of his second over. Two brand new batters at the crease. Sapandeep Singh coming in at number 4 alongside Sandeep Singh Sandy. Sapan and Sandeep, that's a bit of a tongue twister, but I'm sure we'll be able to manage because I have a certain Mr. Mohammad Rashid alongside me in the com box. Good evening, Rashid.
Good evening, Ahmed. Thank you very much. Yeah, good comeback here by the Ajman Heroes. Not a very good effort in the field there by the fielder. Will allow them to come back for a couple of runs. They want to go for the third. This is going to be a run out. Oh yeah, a very easily done mix up, and that's resulted in another wicket.
Well, can you believe it? Elite Fleet Car Rentals, they're driving themselves out of this game. What's going on? Going for the third, miscommunication, and both batters ended up at the same end. A comedy of errors if there ever was one. And now it's been an unbelievable collapse. What happened here? Poor fielding effort, that short third. It was an easy 2. And Sandeep Singh Sandy was determined. He was told no, but he still kept going. And even when he got next to Sapandeep, he said, "Why are you here?" Goodness me.
Well, I thought there could have been a third. He's not amused. He's not happy with that effort. And a diamond duck for Sandeep Singh Sandy. Hasn't failed his face to delivery. Third wicket down, 52 on the board.
Well, clearly, Sandeep Singh Sandy is not happy with his running partner. Absolutely fuming. Mohammad Rashid is like that when his biryani is late. So the new batter is Ali Anwar. This time turned around the corner by Sapandeep. And this time they're just calmly strolling for one. No chance of a second or third.
Mohammed, you're mixing me up just like the batters mixed up in the middle. It was Mudassir Ali with the biryani.
Well, what can one say? This part was all right. Even this was okay. And then Sapandeep just hit that second gear. He told him, no, no, no. And Sandeep Singh Sandy. Goodness me.
But I thought it was Sandeep's call. So Sapandeep should have really...
You can literally see the steam coming out of his ears there. So Ali Anwar, the left-hand all-rounder. Lofted towards long off. And taken. Can you believe it? Third wicket down in the over. Elite Fleet Car Rentals, what are you doing?
Oh, they're falling like a pack of cards here. Fourth wicket down already in just a couple of overs. It was looking like a very good partnership between Yasir Kaleem and Shahzeb. And since they have gone back to the hut, the players are just following back the captain. Golden duck once again for Ali Anwar. Fourth wicket down, 53 on the board.
Well, 4 wickets have gone down for Elite Fleet Car Rentals in a matter of 5 deliveries. Crazy turnaround. Hazrat Luqman, the big fast bowler, coming in at number 6. Decent strike rate. He can certainly pack a punch. And well, topsy-turvy game of A10 cricket here. Pushed through by Harshit towards extra cover. Once again, a bit of confusion in the calling. But they remain at the same ends. A lot of pressure on Sapandeep Singh.
And this is why Ajman Heroes has been so good in this tournament. They have managed to make sure that they put that pressure on the batters.
Oh, absolutely. 3 wins out of 4. And look well set for the 4th victory. Perhaps that will lock them in for the semi-final stage. Remains to be seen. A lot more cricket to be played. Fired into the pads. And that's a brilliant over from Harshit Kaushik. 3 wickets going down in it. And 2 to his name. 53 for 4.
Well, to follow all the highlights and content of the A10 Bash and a lot more, you need to follow Sports Eye on their Instagram, Facebook and TikTok pages. So that's where you can find a lot of the action. Not only cricket, but a lot more. Meanwhile, this is played up in the air, just short of the fielder. Adnan Arif clears it up, will be a single. So good comeback here by the Ajman Heroes.
Well, I'm sure that entire previous over will be on the Sports Side TikTok for sure. So Jeevan Gangadharan only conceded 10 runs in 7 legal deliveries. An excellent all-rounder to have in the side, Rashid.
Oh, absolutely. A brilliant all-rounder. I think one of the most underrated all-rounders in the domestic circuit. He packs a punch with the bat as well.
Oh, absolutely. And good, honest seam bowler as well. Swings the ball in the right conditions. Just like that. Sliced away behind point though. And that will beat the fielder for 4. Nicely timed by Hazrat Luqman.
Yeah, the timing was excellent on that one. It was a low full toss, but still had to be put away. And what a shot from Luqman. Making sure that he hits it in the gap and gets a very good boundary for himself. And this is what Ajman Elite Fleet need to do. They need to continue with the natural game, not get bogged down.
Mohammad Samir, the cover sweeper there, just bailing out at the last moment. And Hazrat Luqman, if he truly concentrates on his batting, I do believe he can become a steady number 6, number 7. He has that natural gift of timing the ball, natural power. So let's see if he makes a big effort this evening. Ball onto the body. Well, the fast bowlers, they don't enjoy that, do they?
Oh yeah, typical response. They'll follow you, they'll cramp you for room, they'll try to hit you on your body.
And Hazrat Luqman will be making mental notes, right? Jeevan Gangadharan. I'll see you in the second innings. Meanwhile, Matiullah, is he on Insta Live there? Follow me back.
He's probably on Sports Eye watching that clip from Umair Ali Khan, which has gone viral.
Oh,
The
absolutely.
snake moves.
Our production team are working super duper fast. I'm sure it's already uploaded there. Swinging away from the right hand batter. Ooh, close call, but I think the right call.
Yeah, I think that was away from the batter and he didn't make a move towards the off stump. So good call coming in. Was also swinging away. So that probably helped the umpire to make that decision. You know, I think they'll need to be more careful here. The Ajman heroes, they've got a hold of this game. And now it's just about making sure they keep that pressure on.
100%. Just keep it below 100. That should be a very manageable chase, especially the form the batters are in. Whipped away towards that mid-wicket region. Mohammad Farazuddin, brilliant fielding. Look at the way he attacked the ball and got that flat throw in. Top stuff.
Oh, he's an excellent fielder. He was lightning quick there. And remember, this is the twilight zone. You don't view the ball all that well. He still made sure that he attacked, and look at that pickup. Wonderful to watch, and the throw was good as well.
Yeah, supernatural athlete, excellent all-rounder as well. Has been doing the rounds of the UAE national team. It's just a matter of time before he gets capped. He is that kind of a talent. This time, back of a length delivery, and it's been let go by the umpire. That's the right idea. Don't bowl in Luqman's hitting arc, otherwise the ball will travel.
Oh yeah, and he's not helping himself, Luqman, there. He's clearing his front leg, not coming close to the ball. And with the way Jeevan is swinging it away from the right hand, it's always going to be difficult for him to hit the ball.
Smart bowling by Jeevan as well. First he bowled it short into the body, and he saw Luqman stepping away from the sticks. Then just that typical outswinger. So he switched on. Excellent spell so far. Only conceded 16 runs. And it will remain at 16. That is brilliant, brilliant bowling by Jeevan Gangadharan. 7 overs up, 61 for 4. Going to see Ankur Sangwan coming back into the attack. Fabulous first over, only conceding 3 runs. He is almost unplayable in this format. Sapandeep Singh, those runouts will be playing on the back of his mind. Big shot towards cow corner. And it's taken. Harshit Kaushik, the man of the moment.
Well, that's a wonderful catch. Not a very good shot from Sapandeep. He's seen a lot of wickets go down in front of him, and I thought he should have played that longer innings and taken this deeper towards the end of the innings. But it was a good delivery from Ankur Sangwan, enticing him to go for that big lofted shot, but straight into the hands of Harshit Kaushik. Good catch taken there in the deep. Another wicket falls down. 5 of 5 for Sapandeep, 61 for 5.
Well, the two miscreants, Shoaib Ahmed and Mr. Faizan Khan, looking very sharp. Oh my God, Mr. Yasser, the main man. Sweet guy, but he's a bit of a social butterfly.
So are those two at the back?
Oh, absolutely. Very social indeed. Too social maybe. So it is Harsh Desai coming in at number 7. I would have sent him earlier, to be honest, before Hazrat Luqman, but perhaps they were looking for those big shots. He will be very tough to handle in the bowling. As we know, ambidextrous, young genius. Just flat padded towards long off. So the boundaries have dried up here for Elite Fleet.
Oh yeah, now I think they should concentrate on playing out the last few overs and make sure they get as many runs as possible. Not target those boundaries, but instead run hard between the wickets.
Well, Sandeep Singh Sandy is still miffed about his dismissal. And that is given as a wide line decision, but I think the correct decision. And Hazrat Luqman is certainly not going to die wondering. He'll have a dip. Let's see if he can clear the fence. Pulled away, doesn't have the legs, and taken again. Action replay. Ankur Sangwan, the bowler. Harshit Kaushik, the fielder.
Once again, excellent delivery from Ankur Sangwan. He made sure that he bowled that arm delivery, foxed him, and Luqman tried to make room for himself, tried to go big. And I don't think he intended to play it there. He intended to play it towards that cow corner because of that arm delivery. Came into him and a very good catch taken by Harshit. I thought he was complaining, he didn't view it. So another wicket goes down, 4 of 7 for Hazrat Luqman. 6th wicket down, 63 on the board.
So the new batter in is Harry Barwal. Excellent left arm orthodox bowler. Let's see his batting skills. He can bat occasionally. I've seen him bat up the order a few times for his domestic club teams. Oh, that looks plumb to me. Ankur Sangwan, you beauty.
What a delivery. Peach of a delivery. Nothing that Harry Barwal could do on that occasion. That was pitched in line and just turned away from the left-hander. What a delivery to get first up. Back-to-back wickets coming in for Ankur Sangwan, and the heroes are definitely playing like heroes. Look at that. Absolutely wonderful. Right in front of the stumps, and a very good decision coming in from the umpire.
Well, this is the second time Elite Fleet have lost 3 wickets in an over. Harry Barwal, a golden duck for you. 63 for 7. So it's another left-arm spinner coming in, Mujahid Amin. And Ankur Sangwan is on a hat-trick here, Mohammad Rashid.
We have some great bowling coming in from Ankur Sangwan and excellent catching as well. Don't forget Harshit Kaushik with those 2 excellent catches.
Yeah, he might get a player of the match if they win just on his fielding and bowling alone. So let's see. Can we see another magic moment here in the fan code A10 Bash? Ankur Sangwan on a hat-trick. 3 wickets taken for just 5 runs in his spell so far. And here we go. Oh, has he nicked it? No. Playing across the line. Well, that is some shot selection on a hat-trick ball.
Oh yeah, that wasn't very smart. How did that miss that off stump? It was so close to it. Almost got it.
Well, there it was, that drifting delivery again. Just hung in the air. Missed by a whisker. Once again trying to sweep. But there's no single on offer. 3 wickets in the over. Fabulous bowling from Ankur Sangwan. Elite Fleet in all sorts of trouble. 63 for 7.
Well, a big thank you to all our sponsors and a special thank you to Defender Vision Sports Management for being a part of this Fan Code 810 Bash live from the Eden Garden in Ajman. This has been a wonderful tournament and we're getting towards the business end of the tournament and we'll have some exciting cricket coming your way. So a special thank to all our sponsors.
Oh, absolutely. I keep saying Ajman is a underrated hub of domestic cricket, and good to see Ajman Cricket Council organizing these live streamed events so that we can really see what kind of facilities and what kind of talent we have on show. And this Fan Code 810 Bash has been a real eye-opener for me. This is the first time I've been coming to this venue, and it's brilliant cricket being played. Meanwhile, Mohammad Samir bowling the mandatory floating power play now. Bowled him! The perfect in-swing Yorker from Mohammad Samir, and the leg stump goes for a tumble.
What a delivery first up to the youngster. That was swinging into him. He had no chance to get his bat down. Let's have a look once again. Oh, absolutely wonderful. Just missed the line and look at that drift. He got into them. Absolutely wonderful. A fast bowler's delight.
Absolutely sweet. And the sound it made when it crashed into leg stump, glorious. 63 for 8. Well, unfortunately, looks like Elite Fleet have been bowled out here. They are apparently a fielder short. So they have been bowled out in just 8.1 overs, Mohammad Rashid.
What a great effort with the ball by Ajman Heroes. And I think Elite Fleet needs to go back to the drawing board. They started off really well, I think, till the time Yasir Kaleem and Shahzeb were out there in the middle, till the third or the fourth over, after which I think that over by Ankur Sangwan, that changed the momentum of the game.
Well, there you can see, good start for Yasir Kaleem and Shahzeb Mahmood, but completely disappeared. There were 50 for none, and now 63 all out because they have not fielded their complete playing 11. Fabulous bowling effort from Ankur Sangwan and Harshit Kaushik.
Yeah, those 8 extras helping them to get to those 63 runs. Otherwise, it would have been really low.
Well, extras outscored the entire middle order and lower order there. So a very poor showing here from Elite Fleet. Perhaps playing back-to-back games was not as easy as we thought.
Yeah, that's something they'll have to ponder about. Let's have a look at the bowling from the Ajman Heroes. Some of them really bowled like heroes. Mohammad Samir picked up a wicket. Mohammad Usman, a wicket for him as well. Harshit Kaushik picked up those 2 wickets and those 2 amazing catches as well. Ankur Sangwan, he was the pick of the bowlers, and I think this is the best bowling effort in the tournament so far. 2 overs for him, 5 runs and 3 wickets.
Oh, it will take something miraculous to beat that for sure. There were 50 for none, and in the end, bowled out for just 63. That is an unbelievable collapse if there ever was one. Let's take a look at the highlights then. It was a decent start provided by Shahzeb Mahmood and Yasir Kaleem, putting on a 50 opening stand, taking it up against the fast bowling Jeevan Gangadharan and Mohammad Samir. That was a drop catch by Khalid Shah. Big inside edge, running away for 4 as well. But when Yasir Kaleem got out, that was the moment the game changed. Big shot against Usman, but the perfect response, brilliant in swinger. Then Harshit Kaushik struck with his first delivery of his second over, and this comical run out of Sandeep Singh Sandy. Well, I'm not sure if his mood will recover this evening after what happened here. Gone without facing. And that was a complete and utter disaster. After that, they never really recovered. Ali Anwar with a poor shot as well. Caught it long off. And then Ankur Sangwan came on and took 3 wickets in the same over, supported by his outfielders. They were quite decent today, the Heroes. Only that one drop catch by Khalid Shah. Other than that, everything was snaffled, everything was taken. And what a beauty to get Harry Barwal first ball. So 64 is the target here for Ajman Heroes to maintain their top spot in the points table. Will they be able to complete the run chase successfully? We'll find out after the break. Don't go anywhere.
Good evening and welcome back to the second innings of this Fan Code A10 Bash, match number 19. We are live from Eden Garden Stadium in Ajman. Ajman Heroes are taking on Elite Fleet Car Rental. That's the game. The first innings is done and dusted. And we will have to watch for the second innings. Now, this is how the first innings panned out. 63 for 8, that's the score. 23 came from Yasir Kaleem, 22 from Shahzaid Mahmood, but the others just couldn't perform and they could only get to 63. The bowling card for Ajman Heroes looks like a very good bowling card because all of them performed with the ball. 2 wickets for Harshit Kaushik, a wicket for Mohammad Usman, and for Samir as well. The pick of the bowlers was the spinner Ankur Sangwan, getting 3 wickets in his 2 overs and conceding just 5 runs. My name is Shoaib Ahmed. I'm in the comm box with the always entertaining, ever smiling, and has a great sense of humor as well. Makes us laugh in the comm box, Faizan Khan.
Thank you so much. People are laughing apparently at my name.
That's how funny you are.
All those adjectives, and I loved the pause that you took just before those adjectives. Well done. Adnan Mulk, 5 matches, 4 innings, strike rate on the lower side, average very low, 11.5. He would need to make up for those stats right away. Hazrat Luqman coming into bowl. He's picked up wickets, has been expensive. But with a bowler of his pedigree, I think, sometimes edges take it to the boundary and sixes. So 64 more runs required. 64 runs, in fact, required from 60 balls. It was going only one way, Ajman's way. Outside the off stump, good start for Luqman here. Positive start from him. Dot ball.
Yes, a good length to start from Luqman and also some movement in the air. So Khalid Shah a little hesitant and cautious, and rightly so. One of the top bowlers in the UAE, Hazrat Luqman, has played franchise cricket at the highest level as well. Was part of the T10 and the Abu Dhabi T10. This one's down the leg side. Will be called a wide.
Yeah, took a long break after T20. He was out of cricket for quite a while. And possibly coming back into this tournament, body still a little rusty. Seems like has put on some weight as well. So you'd want to work on his fitness more. Otherwise, a treat to watch. Hazrat Luqman. Not so much for Elite Fleet. They are definitely not a treat to watch today.
Good ball again on the stumps, and the ball shaping in to Khalid Shah. He's played that well, has gotten off the mark with that single.
He's been in supreme touch, Shoaib, Khalid. The way he's played, dominant throughout the tournament till now. Couple of 50s to his name, one very close to a 50, a 70 odd that he scored was brilliant. I think it was 79 in 31 balls or something like that. That was just amazing to watch. It was great that I was commenting on that game, and it was one of the finest innings that I've seen in a long, long time in a T10 game. All those shots that he played were right from the middle of the bat, and it was all flying across the boundary ropes. Moving away, trying to create some room here, Adnan. Not a very good ploy against the pace of Luqman.
Yes, I think that's a good start to the over from Luqman. He's bowling in the right areas, and as you mentioned about Khalid, he was really very good in that game. Would want to continue that tonight as well. Catches the call, but doesn't carry to the fielder. Will only be a single.
Decent start for Luqman here. He's given away just 3 runs, one of the wide, 2 of the bat, in fact, total 3 runs in this over in the first 4 deliveries here. But But you need to have runs on board to be bowling well, to defend a target. Your bowlers get confidence as well with the fact that they have something on the scoreboard to defend. Not the case here for Elite Fleet. This is down the ground, nicely played, not timed to perfection, still has got legs. It'll take some doing from the fielder. Shahzeb gave it everything, just couldn't bend down in time, and in the process goes beyond the advertising boards. I hope he's all right there, because even Khalid Shah is looking concerned for the fielder Shahzeb there. Look at that shot once again, down the ground, nicely played. And this was always going to the boundary for a 4. Good attempt, and then he goes over. I hope he is all right, Shahzeb there. 4 runs on the 5th ball of the over. A decent start for Ajman here.
Yes, he's back on the field, so clearly all's well. Back in that mid-on position, as you can see, just walking across Lukman. Not a very sweetly timed shot, but 4 runs for Khalid Shah.
Oh, good ball. What a quick, fiery bouncer coming in from Lukman. And they're having a laughter about it. Well, they are friends, definitely. That's the end of the over. Over number 1 out of the way. 7 without loss. So a right arm pacer and a left arm spinner starting for both the sides here. Ajman did the same thing. Harry Bharwal is coming into bowl now. There's a slip in place for him. Short third, square leg. There's a mid on, an extra cover and a long off. In comes Harry Bharwal. Slip in place for him. This is down the ground, nicely played by Adnan, and into the gap as well. This was beautifully timed. One thing about Adnan al-Mulk's batting that I like is whenever he gets it from the middle of the bat, it goes to the boundary for a 4.
Yes, getting to the pitch of the ball there and playing it along the ground, that was also a big plus from Adnan, not trying to play it in the air. So he's also got a boundary to his name now against Harry Bharwal. That's interesting. Gentle push. Not where he intended, but will get a single.
Yeah, absolutely. Good ball. Pulling the length back just a little bit this time around. Bowling it onto that middle stump mark. Looking for that turn, Harry Bharwal, which has eluded him till now.
Yes, he's not been able to turn the ball as much as he would have liked so far. And that could also be because of the ball being new and has not been able to grip. The ball does skid on as there's shine on the ball. So maybe that is why he's not been able to turn it as much.
Nicely bowled. Slow through the air. Down the leg side. I think it took something on the way. And that is why not given a wide by the umpire there. So a decent start to the over. 4 of the first ball. Single and a dot to follow. They don't need runs at a very quick pace here, the Ajman heroes. They need to make sure they get there. Nicely bowled. Making room. Swing and a miss coming in. Another dot ball.
A good comeback after being hit for a 4.
This is bread and butter for Khalid Shah. Pick up shot, down on one knee, hits it long, hard into the fence. That ends the over here. It's 2 overs gone. Heroes have started as heroes. It's 18 without loss.
One more ball to go in the over. It's not over until it's over.
Down towards the ground, towards long off, and Adnan helping the fielding unit here, saving a single. Finally, it's 2 overs gone, 18 without loss. On your screen right now is Fan Code. That is the presenting sponsor of the first ever Ajman A10 Bash under the supervision of the Ajman Cricket Council. A very entertaining tournament till now. Last few days into the tournament. It's 12th already. In 4 days' time, we will have the finals on the 16th. Brilliant organization of the tournament. A lot of work being put into by Ajman Cricket Council in the ground as well, and it shows. The grass looks beautiful. The wickets have got something for the bowlers and the batters as well. As in comes Mujahid Amin. 5 matches, 4 wickets for him, and a good start. Swing and a miss coming in from Adnan. It is still a decent start for Heroes because they don't need a lot of runs. Originally they needed just 64 runs in 60 balls. And that was after Elite Fleet started decently, I believe. This is up in the air. It's going straight to hand. Good catch. Good catch to end the innings for Adnan ul Mulk. The captain departs. And the first wicket down here. Still 9 more to go for Elite Fleet. Mujahid Amin picks that wicket. It was a miscued hit and nicely taken eventually in the end. 2.2 overs gone, 18 for 1. Adnan goes for 6.
New man in, Rahul Chopra, and starts off well, places it behind point, no chance for Harry Barwal, and he's off the mark with a 4.
Yeah, that was cherry on top. First ball, not too wide, not too short. It was just great footwork coming in from Rahul Chopra, transferring the weight, making room, and hitting on the head of that delivery, as if nailing a hammer into wood. Nicely done. First ball 4 for him. This time goes the other way. It was too close to be pulled away, but does it nicely in the end, in control. And it's just a single. Decent start for Ajman Heroes here. They don't need anything heroic today. Shoaib.
Well, yes, not all heroes wear capes. So Ajman Heroes, they don't need to do anything extraordinary. Just follow the process. Without any superpowers, they can still manage to win this game.
Nicely bowled. Played down straight to the fielder. Slow but steady start for Ajman Heroes here. Khalid Shah is looking like a different player today. Reason being, you don't need to chase runs at a very high pace. Cut away nicely. No fielder there. Will get from sweeper cover and get the ball. 2 runs added to the total. That ends the over. It's 3 overs gone. Ajman Heroes decently going smoothly. 25 for 1. So Harsh is the new bowler, the ambidextrous bowler. He can bowl with left arm, with right arm, with dexterity from both arms. And this is up in the air, hit from the middle of the bat. I think the bowler had deceived him, but he gave it the full Monty. This has gone down for a 6. Rahul Chopra has been in some great hitting nick. Look at that. Too far from the body. Normally we would have called it a bad shot had he mistimed it. But since he got it from the middle of the bat, nothing wrong with that. Great shot to witness.
Yes, it's just like you mentioned, goes to tell you how good a form he is in. Even the mistimed hits are going over the boundary ropes. That tells you that even if he's not in the right position, he's been able to middle the ball. That's some great hand-eye coordination from Rahul Chopra. That does happen when you are in tremendous form. This one is a poor delivery from Harsh. Quicker, flatter, trying to create that angle, but way too wide outside off.
And coming in and bowling with the right arm here. So he started with the left arm. And he's bowling with the right arm off spin now. And again wide. Yes, given by the umpire. With the barest of margins though. But there's nothing in the game for Elite Fleet. So might as well try and experiment with their bowlers. And the bowlers might experiment. Bowling like that maybe. And again in the air. Extra cover fielder. Drops it. This is really poor from the experienced Mujahid Amin.
That's a really poor effort from Mujahid. That was hit straight at him. He didn't have to move at all. Straight into the hands, the Australian way. And has dropped it. And it's gone for 4. Again towards Mujahid. Along the ground. Life for Rahul Chopra. How costly is that going to be?
Well, how quickly is it going to cost them maybe? Because it's a matter of not getting there or not, but frankly, how quickly they can complete this game, Ajman Heroes. They're on the right path. Looking good. 26 more runs required of 39 deliveries. So just 24 required and wide. And Harsh, I think, has different plans. I think he wants to finish it off with wides. This was the 3rd wide of the over. A very long over coming in from the youngster, the 15-year-old. And this is down the ground. Not good for his confidence. The young lad is trying everything and he's getting hammered to the boundary for 6s and 4s.
Yes, I think this angle from Harsh he's not been able to use that to his advantage. It was in the slot. That left-hand, right-hand combination also. Multiple factors go into a bowler's rhythm. And I think Harsh is definitely not bowling at his best.
Better delivery, but a beautiful shot. Straight to the fielder. Into the hands, out of it. Another poor fielding effort. Elite Fleet is having a horrid day with the bat and now in the field as well. And another 4. This is turning out to be a very expensive over from young Harsh. 24 of it already in the first 5 deliveries. And it's mainly because of poor fielding. Again, he could have had a wicket to his name. And it would have been -4 runs as well.
It's as if Elite Fleet have not turned up today to play. This is reverse swept and again will be in the gap. It will go for 4 more. So the expensive over from Harsh continues and it has conceded 28 runs in the 4th over. They've crossed the 50-run mark in just the 4th. It's 53 for 1. Right, so you can download Myco app if you want to watch these games on the go, on your phone, anywhere you are. You won't miss action. And also, you've got some more exciting content on the app. You can watch all that sports content, and for that, you'll be rewarded with some cash as well. As the tagline says, watch it, earn it, own it.
Absolutely, and your Baiko is going to love it as well, right? They love cash, don't they?
Yes, they do. But for all our viewers, let me just translate that word. Baiko means wife in Marathi, which is a language in India. So I'm not sure if you've got that joke, but I definitely enjoyed it.
Swing and a miss on the first ball of his second over for Lukman. Now Rahul Chopra has come out with the intent. He's looking to hit every delivery being bowled at him. 6 deliveries for his 16. And Khalid Shah is looking like the Khalid Shah that we know in this tournament. 27 of just 13 deliveries. Huge 6s and 4s coming in off his bat as well in the last over. 1 6 2 4s. This is edged straight to third. And only a single this time around. So a decent start to the over for Hazrat Lukman here. It would take a Superman effort from someone for Elite Fleet to get them close in this game. Otherwise, I think it's all curtains here for them, because Ajman Heroes, they are just 10 runs shy of a very well-deserved victory here. They have been amazing. Very clinical, professional performance coming in from them. Restricting a team with big names to just 64 after a decent start by them. They were 5 overs, 50 runs. They lost their first wicket in 5.1 overs, in fact. And since then, they kept losing wickets and could just score 13 more.
I think it has to do something with Rashid coming into the com box.
I have always said this. He's the highest wicket taker of any tournament. He comes into the com box, a wicket goes. Although he likes to say that, when I call it for a 6, it goes for a 6. Not the case. Trust me on this.
Only about the wickets.
It's only about the wickets. He's a bowler by trade.
Yeah.
An off spinner, to be precise.
Elite Fleet won't like that.
Certainly. And they don't have an opportunity for Rashid to actually come here and make some wickets fall.
Oh, almost changed his batting style. Something outrageous from Khalid Shah.
Yeah, look at that. Going for that. But then decided against it.
So started as a left-handed batter, then in the middle decided to go right-hand, and then realized it's Hazrat Lukman. So
it would come very quickly. Nicely bowled. Very nicely bowled. Yeah, he was going for a switch hit. Then he switched his mind on and decided to go against it. And a good idea. Not a great idea. Someone bowling at 135 switched to him and changed and bat like a different batter, a right-hander. Not a good idea from Khalid Shah. Nonetheless, a decent over coming in from Hazrat Lukman. There's going to be a change in the com box right after this delivery, which is the final delivery of the 5th over. Lukman coming in to bowl this. And this has been slogged away straight to the fielder. Only a single to end the over. 5 overs gone. It's 55 for 1. There's going to be a change in the com box. It's going to be Rashid Mohammed with Ahmed Khwaja.
Never so happy.
Thank you very much, Faizan and Shoaib. So just 8 runs away from victory, and it's going to be a thumping win here for Ajman Heroes. Already sitting pretty at the top of the points table, and they will certainly get a big run rate boost here, Rashid.
Absolutely, and they'll be at the top of the list with the number of points as well. They'll reach to 8 points in 5 games. What an absolutely good effort by the whole team.
Rahul Chopra undefeated once again, 18 of 8. Khalid Shah has played a great knock. Good to see him back in prime form. Vikram Sanjaya, former Sri Lankan international, on to bowl. Flicked away over fine leg. Beautiful pickup shot by Rahul Chopra.
Not a good delivery by Vikram. That was down the leg side and easily picked up over fine leg for a boundary. That takes it even more closer to those winning runs.
We saw him play this shot repeatedly yesterday. Just that swivel off the hip, then that wrist work. Great balance, great hand-eye coordination. Stand and admire. That's the way you like to do it. But Elite Fleet, well, it's just been a bad day at the office, so to speak.
Oh yeah, I think they'll just need to forget this day and come back strong in the next games.
So one hit away from victory are the Heroes. Pushing for 2, but they'll stick to 1. So Khalid Shah has the invitation to hit the winning runs. That always feels good, doesn't it, Rashid?
Oh yeah. Remember, he opened the innings and he's been great touch in this tournament. Has got some brilliant runs in the games that have followed. That have gone by, actually.
Yeah, he's an important player for the Heroes. A Khalid Shah in good form will certainly cause a lot of headaches for all the opposing teams because he's a pure match winner. Can take the game away from you in a matter of overs, in a matter of deliveries, in fact. He's that kind of a talent. Leading edge, but there is a deep third in place. And Hazrat Luqman just about gathers it in. So he's batting quite freely, and that's good to see.
Oh, he's trying everything today. We've seen that reverse hit, we've seen that scoop, and now we see a top edge as well. So he's living dangerously, but he can afford to do that with just 2 runs required.
Oh, absolutely. He would like to come in not out, though, just to give that average a bit of a nudge. And Rahul Chopra, the finisher, just has that in him, that innate ability. Cut away, and that should be the winning runs. Yes, Rahul Chopra, fierce cut behind point, and it's a thumping 9-wicket win here for the Heroes.
A clinical performance by the Ajman Heroes. They certainly played like heroes, first with the ball and now with the bat as well. Excellent performance by the whole team. I think a lot of credit should be given to the bowlers first up, and then the fielders as well, who took some good catches in the field, making sure they don't give away too many runs, and then the run chase just completing in 5.4 overs.
Very, very clinical performance indeed from the men in red. And that will just give them that extra bump on the net run rate. They're more or less locked in for a top 4 finish. Meanwhile, for Elite Fleet, they just need to go back to the drawing board and regather, reconfigure. This is the batting scorecard for the Heroes. 29 of 17 undefeated Khalid Shah and 27 of 11 for Rahul Chopra, a man in prime form.
Well, yeah, some good performances coming in by both these batters, and that will give a lot of confidence to the Ajman Heroes as a whole. Not very good bowling. I thought the fielding was below par today. And like you mentioned, I think it was just a bad day in the office for the Elite Fleet car rentals.
In terms of the bowling, it was only Mujahid Amin, the sole wicket taker, 1 for 7 in his sole over. Harsh Desai took a bit of a pasting, unfortunately. Nobody else making a significant contribution in the wickets column either. So let's take a look at the highlights. It was a quick fire run chase from the Heroes. Khalid Shah came out with an aggressive mindset, Rashid, and he took on all comers.
Oh yeah, I think Adnan Mulk as well followed suit, and both of them made sure they hit some good shots and they didn't get under pressure. Straight away the intent was there. That was the sole wicket that came down, and a good catch taken in the D, but after that it was Rahul Chopra and Khalid Shah all along.
What a cut shot there from Rahul Chopra. He's so good against spin, either behind square or in front. Look at that lofted 6. And Khalid Shah clearing that front leg, taking 28 runs off poor Harsh Desai. They trained together, and now that has paid off for Khalid Shah. All sorts of fanciful strokes. Vikram Sanjaya tried his best, but they just didn't have enough runs to defend. And in the end, that was the winning hit. Rahul Chopra, that trademark back cut shot all the way for 4. A 9-wicket win for the Heroes. So that is the match summary for you then. Elite Fleet car rental. Well, they were invited to bat first, and the invitation was not accepted with both hands. 63 for 8 is all they could manage in the batting effort. Yasir Kaleem and Shahzeb Mahmood, the main contributors. Fabulous bowling by Ankur Sangwan. Harshit Kaushik, 2 wickets to his name and took some good catches as well. And Ajman Heroes got it done and dusted in just 5.4 overs, led by the undefeated Khalid Shah and Rahul Chopra, as Ajman Heroes sit at the top of the points table with their win by 9 wickets this evening. Well, then that is the match summary of match number 19 done and dusted. We'll take a short break and be right back for the post-match presentation. Stay tuned.
Good evening and welcome to the post-match presentation for the match number 19, which was played between Ajman Heroes and Elite Fleet Car Rentals. It was a one-sided game where Ajman Heroes continued their red-hot form and defeated Elite Fleet Car Rentals in a comfortable win and a comprehensive victory for them. They've got 8 points to their name and are clearly the top table rankers in that points table. So Ajman Heroes, with that comfortable win, have cemented their first position and will continue and would want to continue that winning momentum in their future matches as well. Batting first, it was Elite Fleet who got to 63 for their 10 overs, and they were only a below par score that we could see from Elite Fleet. In reply, they got to that total of 66 in just 5.1 overs. That was a brilliant performance from Ajman Heroes with the bat and with the ball. Joining me in the post-match presentation, we've got the match referee, Mr. Iftikhar Ali. He's got the player of the match memento in his hand, and this goes to a stellar bowling performance from Ankur Sangwan, who bowled 2 overs and got 3 wickets to his name, gave away just 5 runs. So Ankur Sangwan is the player of the match. थैंक यू सर। अंकुर, सबसे पहले मुबारक हो आपको, बहुत अच्छी बॉलिंग आपने की। अच्छी करते आ रहे थे लेकिन आज ज़्यादा बेहतर हुई, तो क्या वजह है उसकी?
आज विकेट ना स्पिनर्स को बहुत ज़्यादा सपोर्ट कर रहा था, तो उससे भी बहुत ज़्यादा बेहतर बॉलिंग हुई हमारी, और ऐसे ही आगे करते रहेंगे तो अच्छा रहेगा।
अजमान हीरोज टीम भी अच्छा खेल रही है इस टूर्नामेंट में, तो क्या अलग हो रहा है? क्योंकि पिछले टूर्नामेंट में इतना अच्छा परफॉर्मेंस नहीं था, लेकिन इस बार जैसे आपके प्लेयर्स हैं वैसे ही अच्छा परफॉर्म कर रहे हैं।
हाँ, इस बार ही थोड़ा विकेट का भी बैटिंग विकेट है, इसलिए बैट्समैन अच्छा कर रहे हैं, तो हमारी टीम अच्छा कर रही है। उधर भी पहले D10 में भी बॉलर्स ने अच्छा किया था, लेकिन बैट्समैन थोड़े फ्लॉप हो रहे थे, लेकिन इस T10 में बैट्समैन अच्छा कर रहे हैं।
बॉलिंग के लिए क्या आप अलग करते हैं इस विकेट पर, जहां पर थोड़ा सा आपको ज़्यादा असिस्टेंस मिलती है, तो कुछ अलग करते हैं आप आके इस बॉलिंग में?
नहीं, बस मेन तो यही है कि कंटेन करना है, डॉट बॉल हमें मैच में ऊपर लेके आती है, और वो उसी का ही सारा हो रहता है।
बॉलिंग देख के आपकी बहुत मज़ा आया। ये प्लेयर ऑफ द मैच है, किसी डेडिकेट करना चाहेंगे आप?
ये डेडिकेट मैं राहुल चोपड़ा को करना चाहूँगा, वो बहुत सपोर्ट करता है पीछे से विकेट कीपिंग से।
वेल डन, और आगे के मैचेस के लिए ऑल द बेस्ट अंकुर।
थैंक यू सर, थैंक यू सो मच।
Ankur Sangwan, the player of the match, dedicating that player of the match to Rahul Chopra. Of course, he's had a stellar tournament for himself as well with the bat. That's it from the post-match presentation here tonight, but we've got 2 more matches lined up for you. Make sure you join us after a short break for all the action.